So Gorn Garur, whatever her name is, man. George Garut, whatever her name is, right? This is the tale that a lot of guys need to start doing to these women right now. Because like the old stories and stuff like that out here, but a lot of these stories pile up, but people don't want to report on them. In fact, most of these women age out and they lose opportunities and options to do whatever they want to. The best option for everybody to start doing, like you've been doing, because we all prove that we are right about a lot of stuff out here. Your job is to get away from these people and and make sure that they treat them like they treated you. Make them a pariah. When they walk around, look at them, scowl at them, whatever you have to do, just do that. Don't do anything violent, whatever. Don't protest. But treat them with the same disdain they treated you. Like they better than you. Let them have all their money. Let them have all the people that they can talk about. Let them have all the shame and let them just be single. Don't even get involved with them. Let them be bitter. Because this is the tale of Garen Guru. She's an actress who was in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, RoboCop, and all types of other things. She was a very attractive woman years ago. Not anymore. So she died of she was diagnosed with cancer a week before her 56th birthday, and it was found all over her body and lungs. And pretty much she died in a week. Now, women who want to stay alive, they will make sure that they get chemo or whatever and try the treatments. So she probably knew about this the whole time. It didn't rush up on her and did all that. She just didn't want to be here no more because she couldn't stay in this. This reminds me of somebody called, mind you, this woman has never been married. Even in her youth, she haven't been married. So everybody knew not to take her seriously. Other men looked out for each other and told each other not to take her seriously, not to have any kids with her because she would probably take them to court for child support. And pretty much this is what happens because I think she liked it white guys. I think. And the white guys wasn't having it. So she was being passed around Hollywood quite frequently. And then when she probably got older, she probably turned around and was like, I'm going to try to date black men. And everybody looked at her and was like, nah, we ain't we ain't messing with you either. You too old. We don't want this old version of you. We would have liked you when you looked better. But so I'm gonna show you her real quick. And show you somebody else who's been aged out too. It's important to. This is the end result. So let's get it real quick. Let's put it this way. This is what she looks like recently when she died. So let's see how she enjoyed her run as a younger chick who was attractive. She was still trying to look young when she was older, but it wasn't working out because, nobody was nobody was wanting to bite on her. She was constantly being passed around by white guys and try to bounce back to, attractive, but people wasn't having it. So if people remember this scene right here from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the attractive, light-skinned, curly-haired girl, back in her day, she was going around probably arrogant, saying she only date guys who are high value and talking down to black guys and all this other stuff. And this is the thing about people having their run. You have to understand everybody. That everybody don't have, most people, no, everybody won't have a 80 or 50-year run. Half of the time, a lot of these people will age out. A lot of these people will age out, and then that's when you finally you start looking at these people. You see what they really are about after they don't have the same tools they had before, right? We seeing a lot of rappers dying left and right for the decisions they made. How many people didn't take care of their own bodies, and how they left a lot of people in their wake, and how they had sex with other people's wives and girlfriends, and they died on their deathbed broke and alone. A lot of people are getting their just dues back then, and it's important for you to stay alive and don't do anything harmful to yourself or anybody else, to just watch these people while you live your life and watch them fall. I have seen so many people who talked about me fall real bad. I have seen dudes sleep on a house that I used to live, a house next to a house that I used to live at. I see guys on the street begging me for change. Same guys who, had the women and the money, the drug money and all that. And, I see them doing bad. At some point, if you hold out and you pay attention to yourself, as MOT said, get yourself together. By the time you get your stuff together, or by the time you leave or come back or whatever, or you leave and you just come to your city just for like nostalgia reasons or whatever, you're going to see a lot of people. I've seen so many people on drugs, on wet. I've seen people do all that craziness. I see even the people who supposedly be doing good and they got 2 kids and they're single. They don't have any significant other. I learned that it's better to let them age out. It's better to let them age out. Because it's better to watch them age out, because it's more of a payback that they won't see coming. This woman thought she was on the head of the hill. She could play with people's hearts. She could talk down to people. She could do whatever she wants, because at the time she was cute with the curly hair and a light-skinned girl. And she was the eye of everybody, being passed around like red meat. She would have never known that she would get old and nobody will want her anymore. Look at her right here, very attractive with the black dress in RoboCop 2. Her right here. with the young guy right here, with the young boy right here. Her in her little dress. She was the eye candy of the 80s. But the best thing about these women is that eye candy stuff really don't last that long. Some people might have a good some of these chicks have a good run for about 15 years. You know, you got some of these what you call it, the video vixen. We got some of the video vixen models who who are on drugs and stuff. You know, remember the chick from In the House who was with the In the House, LL Cool J, and she ended up being on the streets. Um, and basically people stole her for what she looks like and everything. I call that instant karma. You know, I remember Donovan Sharp. A lot of people are getting their justice dues in these 2 years that's this pandemic been going on, and everything is coming up to a point where all these guys are getting exposed. Everybody's now running to the hill, but you still got some people who think that they're gonna run from. You still got some people who think they can still talk a lot of trash. The situations, things gonna start. People gonna start being knocked down like dominoes eventually, because a lot of people thought they were invincible. A lot of people think they're invincible. They thought time wasn't going to catch up with them. They thought all the stuff that they said about people was not going to, you know, look at Donovan Sharp and him being disposed of having an unattractive wife and showing old pictures of her and showing that people that he paid for and stuff like that. I remember when Donovan Sharp said stuff like how he don't believe in karma. Well, well, you see it now, right? You know, you have, you know, see Boogie being, what's it called? You see Super Sly picking on another SYSBM dude. What is his name? The religious dude. He was against traveling bros at SYSBM, and now they fighting each other. Everybody get their payback. Everybody gets their stuff. There's, like I said before, there's for me, I believe in a powerful God, but I believe that there's gods. And I believe that God don't really listen and look down on everybody. He doesn't care what's going on, but he appoints people to care. He appoints secretaries and bodyguards and people and messengers and stuff. And I have a belief in the all-seeing eye. And the all-seeing eyes that watches everybody and learns everybody actually rewards people for the good stuff that they do. And like I said before, in my life, there was that things come turned up where it was just plain luck and something happened. But like I'm saying, I don't want to be rambling on because it's like 13 minutes. Okay. I don't want to ramble on, but the fact is that, man, a lot of people get aged out. A lot of cheaters get turned to the point where a lot of them in horribly, or a lot of them in being alone. Eventually, the guys who expose their girlfriends and ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, a lot of these women live their life, but a lot of them have certain, you know, stuff like that. A lot of people don't get away with things 100%. You know, you had some of the drug dealers like the Casablanca, whatever her name is, and she got out of jail and they took her out as soon as they found her. They didn't let her there. You know, some of these big time drug dealers sold their stories to be told, and they were stuck in a wheelchair. They couldn't enjoy their money, or people were, you know, talking crap about them or whatever. Um, don't ever have any type of hate in the heart for some of these people, because the fact is, time is undefeated. and results and consequences is undefeated. It doesn't matter how long the consequences is going to take. The consequences is going to take. Just remember this woman. There's a lot of them that's going to pile on and be just like her. A lot of them are going to die alone. A lot of them going to be with a person they don't want to be with. Or a lot of them going to die alone in the bed without no kids to look forward to. Your job is to stay away from them and not give them kids. Your job is to pick somebody outside of this crap if you want somebody. Don't listen to some of these dudes talk about pump and dump, because guess what? Having sexual interactions with them, if it's good sexual interactions with them, is giving them what they want. It's a short-term satisfaction that they going to get because they get to keep doing it over and over again. And if they have to be a side chick for the rest of their lives, that's still keeping them with some type of hope that they want to get married by somebody. This chick right here, I can tell you right now, her run of her looks lasted up probably until like 40 something years old, until she started looking like this. And then everybody just walked away from her because she started to have wrinkles. Even when she tried to do some cosmetic surgery, like right here. When she looked like this, people were still messing with her. But when she turned into this, they stopped messing with her. When she turned 50, they was like, we done with you. Even the old dudes who used to mess with her, when she still had her looks right here, the Botox and the surgeries, that get expensive. So don't let them do that. But she could never replicate what she looked like right here. There was no way. There was no way she could replicate what she looked like before, because youth has an end date. Everything in this world has an end date. And humans never discover the fountain of youth. No matter how many things they stick in their face, how many surgeries they get, they're going to mess everything up. They have an end date. Just know that. The whole point of this video is just know that every reign always ends. Every person always ends. No matter if you die in a bed, the street, by a rope, by off a roof, or anything. Everybody has an end date. It's your choice whether you want it or not. Sometimes it is your choice. A lot of people think it's not, but it is. But a lot of people don't understand that consequences are around the corner for some of these people. Some people don't want to get old. Some people look at their youth and miss it. Some people welcome being old. But I want everybody to understand this, man. Your job is to create more women like this and not give her an option to try to marry you when she doesn't look good, or when she almost don't look good, and you got her for another 5 years before she turns into this. Because as you see in this picture right here, she's in her 50s things, right? 50s, right? Now, this is her in the 90s. This is her in the cusp in between it. Don't let them try to see, it's her right here. When she still was using products and stuff and fillers and everything else and stuff like that, but it caught up to her. See, a lot of them might trick you at 40 something years old into getting this, and then you got this, you got her for 5 years, or how long before she gets older and older looking. And that's the game that a lot of these women, older women, will play. They will try to keep themselves up in the gym or Botox and stuff and try to keep that there until they let it go, and then they turn it to this. Don't let them fool you. Also, don't let none of these women fool you into thinking that they're different than the next woman. Like I said, man, there's always an end to their run. You just have to wait and watch.